So guys, we're going to start off with, we're going to, over the course of the progress through the summer here, I told you guys last week a little bit, we're going to focus primarily on adjectives, describing words and whatnot, a lot of vocabulary based stuff that's relatively easy to learn. So we're going to start with a list. We're going to, you guys are going to need to take a little bit of notes here, but not right away. And again, whether you want to do that on your, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what to write down and whatnot. If you want to do that on a piece of paper with a pencil, that's fine. If you want to do it on your screen, like as a Google Doc, that's fine as well. But we're going to do colors today. Anybody know colors? Spanish colors? Raise your hand. Throw one at me, Elizabeth. Throw one at me.
Rojo.
Rojo, very good. Devin, I saw you with your hand up. Give me another one.
Azul.
Azul, very good. So we're just going to deal with those. We're going to deal with some, and again, very basic colors. But I'm kind of introducing the colors as a step toward using other adjectives like tall or funny or smart or whatever. Some of the sort of higher end concepts that go along with when we use those words in Spanish, how we change them depending on if we're talking about a guy or a girl. Because all of those nouns in Spanish have gender. They're assigned masculinity or femininity. And the adjectives that we use, tall, short, orange, yellow, whatever, can change depending on the item that they're describing, whether it be a pencil or a person or whatever it might be. So let's start off with, I'm going to do a screen share here. Let's just write our list down of words that we want to deal with. And again, hopefully you guys, some of you guys are going to have a little bit of an idea of what the colors are. Some of you don't. That's okay. Let me do my screen share here. And I'm going to go just create a Google Docs so that you guys can see on my screen. This is Spanish 2. I want to go into here. And let's create a new doc. Again, if you guys want to write this on a notebook, that's fine as well. If you want to do it on your screen, that's fine. I only have 11. We're only doing 11 colors. Quick and simple. So let's do, hang on. There it comes. We're experiencing a little bit of lag this morning. So we're going to do los colores. Let's make this nice and large so everybody can see a little better. And here is our list. So let's start off. Somebody said azul. That is blue. And let's do, I think somebody else said rojo, which is red. Let's do amarillo. That's yellow. How about anaranjado, which is orange. We'll do morado, which is purple. Guys, okay, we'll add this one as well. We'll also do violeta, which is also essentially purple. That's more violet, like a bluish purple, but in Spanish, violeta is kind of used the same as morado. Let's do verde, which is green. Let's do blanco for white. Oh, wait, no. Let's do rosado, which is pink. Then let's do blanco, which is white. Negro for black. And then we will do gris for gray. Who spells gray G-R-A-Y and who spells it G-R-E-Y? They're both correct. And then the last one, we're going to do brown. So we're going to use marron. I don't know if I can make an accent mark here. I can't on my keyboard. Marron, which is brown. And you don't necessarily need to put this, but guys, there's 10 different words for brown. Cafe. Cafe is also very commonly used as, it's more of a darker brown, but it's kind of like violeta with purple. Very similar. As a matter of fact, I should probably just do it on my list the same way, like we did with violeta. So we can do cafe for brown as well. Those two are kind of the same. And that's the extent of our list. That's all we're dealing with for right now. So now let's talk about a little bit of the harder concepts here. You don't need to write any of this other stuff down that I'm going to use, that I'm going to type here. I just want to spend a little bit of time just talking about this. So let's say, for example, raise your hand, guys, if you know or understand the difference between let me think of here, el maestro and la maestra, or los maestros, or las maestras. Yeah. Okay. So if you guys understand the difference between those four items, if you have studied a little bit of Spanish, so el maestro, that's masculine. Maestro is teacher. So this would be a singular masculine. It's one masculine item. In this case, it's a person. This would be la, indicates that it's feminine. It also ends with an A. Los, that's two of them. So el maestro is one teacher or the teacher. Los maestros is the teachers, They're both masculine teachers. They're both guys. This would be las maestras. They're both feminine, two female teachers. Now, when we use those adjectives, in this case, colors, with those, I don't know why we would have a pink teacher, but let's say we have a pink teacher. So we would say like el maestro, maybe this is SpongeBob's teacher. He lives in cartoon land. So el maestro, we would use the word for pink, which is rosado. That ends with the O there. Oops, sorry, that ends with the O because it's masculine. But when we change that to describe a female teacher, we're going to go rosada. Because this is a feminine, because the item that's being described is feminine, the noun, the adjective that goes along with it also has to be feminine. So we change the original word rosado, that's the base form, the default form, to end with an A. Now, if we're describing two teachers and they're masculine, los maestros, we're going to go rosados. We have to make it, we have to make the word pink. We have to make it masculine with the O. We also have to make it plural. We also have to make it plural with the S. So rosados. If we're doing two female teachers, rosadas. Okay, not a hard concept to get. One of the things that happens though is what happens if the base word, like in this case, maestro, what if the word doesn't end with an O? How do we know whether it's masculine or feminine? The way we know is by looking at the word the, el, la, los, or los, on the front of it. That's the indicator that's going to tell us whether it's masculine or feminine. So let's do the same thing. Let's say if we have el maestro, but this time, let's do verde, green. For la maestra, we're going to leave it as verde. We're not going to change the word verde. Because the word verde, the original word verde, does not end with an O, we don't have to change it to an A. It just stays as an E. La maestra verde. Same thing's going to happen when we have two of them. Los maestros verde still stays verde, but we have to make it plural, verdes. And then because we don't change it for feminine, las maestras verde, there's your original word, and we just add the S. We don't have to change it to an E. The third option that we have is words that end with a consonant. So this, again, if it doesn't end with an O, or if it doesn't end with an E, it's going to end with a consonant like the word gris or marrón. So let's say like gray teachers. So let's do the base teacher here. El maestro. For gray, we would just make it gris. For a feminine teacher, la maestra. But gris, because it doesn't end with an O, we don't have to worry about that. It just stays gris. Plural, los maestros. Gris, there's my base word. When I make it plural, this time I have to add ES because I'm not adding I'm not adding the S to an O that's already there, so I have to add ES to it, grises. And then the same thing goes for las maestras grises. We're gonna misspelled that. That's why it was talking to me. So we're going to get into that a little more as we go through. But that's the three options that we'll deal with as far as using our adjectives to describe some sort of a noun, whether it be a teacher or it be a pencil or a window or my best friend or whatever it might be, and then using the adjectives that go along with those. So we'll do a little practice. But again, for right now, let's just focus on these, okay? We're just going to focus on these colors. And again, hopefully this is a little bit of a quick review. We're going to go in and do some Pear Deck stuff. We're let me leave my screen share up. Let me go here. I'm going to choose a prompt, and I'm going to get you guys to log in here to this Pear Deck. We're going to start off with, we're going to draw some pictures here, do some drawing. Yeah, I don't need that. Let's get this out of the way. Oh no, we're having a connection issue. Keep trying. Okay, guys, so let me put this up on screen for you. Okay, so if you guys will open a new tab on your computer there, your phone, whatever you're on, open a new tab, go to joinpd.com, and then put this code in, CDKWG. It's going to give you a screen where you can draw a picture there. And it'll let me know when you guys get in. All right, let me move this over to there. Can I just? Okay, so what you guys see on my screen should be, if I close this and I go to show my responses, move this out of the way. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to get a new picture here. I'm going to give you a color, one of those vocabulary words that we just did. And I want you to draw something that you associate with that color. Just try to make a quick little association. So if I give you, for example, let's do azul. Azul. Draw me a picture of something that you associate with azul. I'm not going to say what the color is. If you need to check it, go back and check your list and remember what it is. And let's see if you can draw me a picture here. How do I show my responses? There we go. Very good. So when we're dealing with colors, it's relatively simple because you can pick that color most of the time. We've got some colors of, here, let me lock you guys out. So we've got some colors of like, some people did sky, some people are doing water, some people are doing the ocean. I see a cloud there. Some people just draw a big blob of blue. Very good. That's all we're doing is just associating that color with something in your mind to help remember that. Now let's do this. Let's do a new prompt. This is going to see, don't worry about what the screen itself says. You guys are going to type in this time. So let's do the same thing here, except this time I want you to take the word azul and I want you to write words that you can associate in your mind with azul and blue. Are there words that you can find that sort of make a connection between the word azul and the word blue? Let's see what you guys can come up with. Ooh, la lluvia. Very good. Good. So somebody said Azure or Azure, depending on how you pronounce it. That's a good one. And that's where the word azul comes from. So Azure is like a deep, dark blue color. Those words are related, Spanish and English. Aqua, somebody said aqua. That's where we get agua, the word agua. Somebody had it over here. Lluvia, cielo. Very good. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Let's do, if I give you guys, let's do a harder one. Let's do the word anaranjado. Draw me a picture. Draw me a picture for anaranjado. We'll run this for 30 seconds. Very good. I see a basketball. I see a sunshine. I see, is that an orange maybe, or a pumpkin? Who knows? So some of you guys were probably drawing the word or drawing an orange, like the fruit, the orange. And again, you don't need to write this down. But so the color, anaranjado, is like that. Now the fruit is a different word, naranja. Now, naranja is within the word anaranjado, but a naranja is like the fruit that you would eat. Oops, sorry. Is like a fruit that you would eat. They have different words. Okay, here we go. Let's take the word anaranjado, and this time we're going to go back to the writing prompt here. Give me 4 words that start with A that you associate with anaranjado, orange. 4 words that start with A. Orange, anaranjado. See if you can come up with 4 words that start with A. Amber is a good one. Ooh, acid. That's a good one. I can picture some orange acid. It's kind of tricky, right? Acrid, that's a good word. Acidic. I like it. I like the word acid. Acidic. Annoying orange. Good. So what you guys are seeing there is, let me lock you guys out here for a sec. 5, 4, 3. Annoying. Yeah. So what you guys can see here on the main screen is what people have come up with. And again, whatever works for you may not work for someone else. It may be good to see what other people have come up with that helps you associate it with it in your mind. But when you're memorizing vocabulary, it's important. You have to be able to come up with something that makes that tie. And it doesn't have to be, sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes it makes perfect sense, like the word agua and aqua. That's kind of a natural tie there. And that may work for you. But sometimes you have to work at it a little bit to come up with a tie that helps you to remember things. So Like somebody here says Avatar. Maybe you're thinking of the movie Avatar in the, the orange skyline, or somebody's imagining like a vat of acid that like the Joker falls into, if it's bright orange, or somebody's thinking of a nickname, Annoying Orange. Whatever it is that for you works, that helps you to remember that thing, you have to make that little chain link. And then you can, once you've done that, then that helps you associate. And sometimes it's a picture. Sometimes, doodling and doing stuff like that, we do it for fun, but also we do it because that helps associate that word with you in both Spanish and English as we're learning stuff. So let's try this again with, how about if we let's do text here. I'm going to have you guys type. Let's do the same thing, but this time let's do the word, how about let's do amarillo. Amarillo. Let's do 2 words that associate amarillo and yellow that start with A. 2 words with amarillo and yellow that start with A. Antisocial. Ooh, yellow apple. Yellow apples are my favorite, especially in the fall. Artichoke. Artichokes are green, aren't they? I have no idea. I don't eat artichokes. I don't know. They can be yellow. A bridge. Good one. How many of you guys have ever heard, there's an old country and western song, or if you've ever heard the phrase, the yellow rose of Texas? If you've ever heard the phrase, the yellow rose of Texas, guess where yellow roses, guess what city in Texas is known for its yellow roses? Amarillo. Yes. How about a yellow aardvark? I like that. Ambrosia is a good one. Ambrosia is a good word. Okay, so let's attack this from, abracadabra. Let's attack this from the drawing standpoint. Let's make me a picture. Here we go. Let's do a different color. Not yellow, sorry. Not amarillo. Let's do, okay, we're going to do 2 colors here. I want to do verde and rosado. Verde and rosado. Make me a picture with verde and rosado. Perfect. Very good. Make us a nice pink rose. So verde pink, verde green, rosado pink. Make a nice pink rose in the grass with some stems and some leaves and stuff. There you go. Perfect. Is this a tree with a rainbow down there? Very good. Okay. So where are we at here time-wise? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's change gears a little bit. So like I said, we're going to try and deal with just those colors for this week and just getting the kind of learning the vocabulary stuff with that. So guys, here's what we're going to do. Let me end this and log you guys out of that session. You don't need to save it or anything. It should just log you back out of there. I'm going to leave my screen share on. So here's what we're going to do for practice, for your homework for this with the colors. Obviously, you have the list. You have your list of colors there. This is what we're going to do, and we can do. I'm just going to make a new document here real quick. Move. So this is what we're going to do. You guys have 11 colors, right? Very similar to what we were just doing. Un momentito. Estamos esperando a la computadora. Okay, so the first word on our list, let's say it's, I want you to take your colors. And the first one on the list, let's say it's verde. Verde is green, right? So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to go, give me something that starts with a V. That's green.
Vines.
Vines. Oop, vines. And then we would do something with an E. Green eel, for example. And then we would do an R, a green radio. And then we would do an E, we would do a D. How about a green, can't think of someone who starts with a D. Dollar. And then an E. Now, guys, when you have two of the same letter, let's try to come up with something different. So we can't reuse eel. Let's go a green egg. Green eggs and ham. How many of you guys know that story? Green eggs and ham. That's what we're going to do. Okay, just for your practice. Now, it needs to be something that's in some way related. And maybe even you, like for radio, I don't know about radio, but maybe you need to make me a little, like a note in your list. I have a green radio on my desk. Something that, like, if you use radio, I got to be able to know like why you use that for your something that's green. You guys think you can do that? And then we would do the same thing for the next color on your list. Number 2 would be rojo. So then we can go like red roses. We can do red ostrich. Who knows? If you have a red ostrich around, let me know. Okay. But that's what we're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to set you guys up with an assignment on Classroom. All you'll need to do is just create a document, create a Google Doc, come up with your list like that, and then stick it in there. Okay. Can everybody handle that? Okay. Let me turn my screen share off. Anybody got any questions for that? Everybody's got the list, yes? Okay, so I'm going to put your assignment on Classroom, and then you guys will create that, create your list. Okay, let's set this up for you guys. Okay, I have it set there. So if you haven't already created your doc, you can go to the classroom, click on the assignment and just click create new, and you can go from there. Okay. Time-wise, we're pretty good. Anybody have any questions? Like I said, we're going to get a little more in depth with those, but I think next time we will add some more words to that list of colors. We'll do some more adjectives, a little more in depth, a little more descriptive, but we'll kind of play some games and stuff and try to, maybe we'll do some, I think with my other class, I think the level 3s, we're going to do some win, lose, or draw stuff. We may do some win, lose, or draw stuff with you guys too.